Welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I'm Howard Gleason, your narrator for today's graduation ceremony. Today's ceremony honors the successful completion of advanced camp. The graduating unit for today is the 6th Regiment of Advanced Camp, the General Carl W. Steiner Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Devontae Hare from the University of Central Missouri. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment. They are led by Cadet Kyle Terrace from the Citadel. Also participating in today's ceremony is the 81st Readiness Division Band, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer II Robert Slade. The drum major for today's ceremony is Sergeant Scott Mills. This ceremony marks the culmination of 37 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, advanced camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. The cadets of the 6th Regiment are now formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best the Army has to offer. 6th Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General Carl W. Steiner. General Carl Steiner is a retired United States Army general who served as the second Commander-in-Chief of the United States Special Operations Command from 1990 to 1993. General Steiner graduated from Tennessee Polytechnical Institute in 1958 and commissioned a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army through ROTC. His duties ranged from operations officer with the 4th Infantry Division in Vietnam, commander of the 2nd Battalion, 325th Airborne Infantry Regiment with the 82nd Airborne Division, the commander of Joint Task Force South, serving as the operational commander for all forces employed in Operation Just Cause in Panama during 1989. General Steiner's awards and decorations include the Defense Superior Service Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, the Legion of Merit with Oak Leaf Cluster, the Purple Heart, the Army General Staff Identification Badge, and the Joint Chief of Staff Service Badge. In honor of their completion of advanced camp, the cadets from the General Carl W. Steiner Regiment will receive a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet cannonade. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Lieutenant General Stephen Fogarty, Commanding General, United States Army Cyber Command. He is accompanied by the Host and Regimental Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Dustin Menhart. In a moment, the commander of troops for living units to attention and present arms.
Bring your units to attention and present arms. Come in! Attend! Present arms! Come in! Attend! Present arms! Company, attention! Present arms! Company, attention! Present arms!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the rendering of honors to Lieutenant General Fogarty and remain standing for the invocation offered by Chaplain Captain Eduardo Murray.
First, I would like to say congratulations and thank you for this honor. If you would like, please join me in prayer. Let us pray. Faithful Father, thank you for today and for bringing us all here safely through many blessings and trials. We ask your blessings on all of us, especially the 6th Regiment cadets, their families, and loved ones who have worked so diligently towards assisting them in reaching their goals. We thank you for their willingness to serve this great country with the courage and dedication they have displayed throughout their training. Lord, we ask that you will continue to protect and guide them as they re-enter our turbulent world. May you continue to grant them strength and compassion to lead faithfully. Give them wisdom and courage to always choose the righteous path, even when it requires sacrifice. Guide their hearts and minds towards you and lead them in the path of peace. Thank you for the cadre and their staff who have demonstrated selfless service and commitment to the training and forming of these cadets. We remember those who have come before us and those who are currently serving at home and overseas. We ask that you protect them and pray that they may return safely to their loved ones and grateful nation. Father, we know you are with us. Grant us grace, peace, and joy today. In your name we pray. Amen.
Post to Keller.
please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Remaining standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. The United States Army ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of the service to our nation. Duty. Obedience and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor. Encompassing integrity and dedication, honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country. For which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Attention! Order! March! Order! March! Order! March!
The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Cole Jacobson from Iowa State University will now recite the Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed! I am an Army cadet. Soon I'll take an oath to become an Army officer, committed to defending the values which make this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I understand mission first and people always. I'm the past, the spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice. I'm the present, the scholar and apprentice soldier, enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and the art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgment to lead and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, sir. Train to lead.
Left. Walk time. March. Left. Group. Halt. Left. Face.
The Rakondo Award is being presented by the United States Army Cadet Command Deputy Commanding General and Command Sergeant Major, Brigadier General Andrew Minera and Command Sergeant Major Randy Wright. To the cadet who achieved a 90% minimum on each Army physical fitness event, was a first-time go on each competence course event, achieved a 90% minimum on written land navigation, found 5 out of 6 points and was a first-time go on land navigation, first aid, call for fire training, and chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense events. Completed the 6-mile foot march in 90 minutes or less, and qualified sharpshooter or better in basic rifle marksmanship. This award is presented to cadets Maxwell Batanian from California Polytechnic State University. Matthew Berman from the University of Washington. Perry Carter from Michigan State University. Maxwell Coleman from the University of Richmond. Jarrett Dawson-Brock from the University of Arizona. Victor Diaz from Westminster College. Gertis from the University of Alabama. Andrew Gildersleeve from Norwich University. Philip Goodwin from Auburn University. Matthew Grebanowski from Ohio University. Kylie Head from Austin Peay State University.
First rank. Right. Face. On left. Mark. Left. 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 Right. Left. 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 Right.
Connor Hill from Shippensburg University. Michael Horan from the University of Richmond. Caden Kurtz from Texas State University. Samuel Lim from the University of California, San Diego. Alejandro Martinez from Kansas State University. Ian Olson from Marist College. Philip Posner from the University of Chicago. Jonah Smart from Cornell University. Brian Smithgall from Old Dominion University. Emma Frazier from the University of Pittsburgh. Andrew Moreno from Campbell University. Patrick Kristen from Lindenwood University.
Right. Face. On left. Mark. Left. Left.
The AUSA Leadership Excellence Award is presented by Major Retired Mike Pesco. The award is presented to the top cadet in each regiment, as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Emma Frazier from the University of Pittsburgh. The First Command Financial Services Award is presented by Major Retired Carl Cornelius to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Andrew Moreno from Campbell University. The Bold Leader Spirit Award is presented by Miss Gwen Avery to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of the leader. This award is presented to Cadet Patrick Kristen from Lindenwood University. The Military Order of World Wars Award is presented by Colonel Retired Walter Meinhausen. The award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Spencer McKenzie from Arkansas Tech University. The Military Officers Association of America Award is presented by Colonel Retired Walter Meinhausen. The award is given to the cadet that has demonstrated superior dedication to duty and established a positive command presence by accepting accountability for self and assigned unit through the employment of team members while applying the fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet McKenna Payson from SUNY College of Environmental Science and Forestry. The Armed Forces Bank Performance Award is presented by Mrs. Carla Jackson to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate a mastery of cross-cultural competencies as they relate to a complex environment. This award is presented to Cadet Gregory McMullen from the University of Hawaii at Manoa. The Reserve Officers Association Award is presented by Lieutenant Stephen Wilson, U.S. Navy. The award is given to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience, the lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity and stressful situations, and to thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Nicholas Inkalingo from Rutgers University, New Brunswick. The USAA Warrior Spirit Award is presented by Command Sergeant Major Retired Bob Winson-Reed. It is presented to the cadet that best demonstrated the personal actions necessary to represent the Army profession, ethics, and officership while best exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Stephanie Sanderson from the University of Wisconsin, Madison. The Armed Forces Services Corporation Award is presented by Mr. John Walker to the top male and female cadet who achieved the highest score on the Army Physical Fitness Test. This award is presented to Cadet Giovanni Gestone from George Mason University. And Cadet Grace Ennis from Creighton University. The National Guard Association Award is presented by Major Wallen. The award is given to the cadet that demonstrates the most improvement in physical and mental preparedness in the advanced ROTC curriculum. This award is presented to Cadet Jason Lundstrom from Western Illinois University. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees another big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's ceremony, Lieutenant General Stephen Fogarty, Commanding General, United States Army Cyber Command.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It is a real pleasure to be here. To the cadets out in the field, first of all, at ease. Shake it out. Color guard, I want you to unholster your colors. Okay, I think it feels pretty wet. Otherwise, I'd have you take really just sit down, but I don't want you walking around with a wet diaper for the rest of the day. So what I'd like to do is kind of the first half of each battalion, just go ahead and take a knee. Okay, look, I was in your place. Trust me, I was not one of the award winners. I was looking at the sweat rolling down the back of the guy's neck in front of me at Fort Bragg in advanced camp in July of 1980. And it was a lot hotter then, right? So I don't know about global warming, but I remember it was really hot that day. I don't remember who spoke to me. I don't remember a thing he said. All I wanted to do was get off the field, hook up with my family, and then get back home. So I'm going to have a couple of things I'm going to say today that hopefully you'll remember. You won't remember who I am, but hopefully you'll remember three things that I'm going to share with you today. But first of all, congratulations. This is tough training. And to the parents, I mean, this is a great day, right? To the cadets, is this how your days were? And kind of looking back on the weather, did you have any days like today while you were here? Yeah, no way, right? It was all hot. It was all miserable. They were talking about the road march, the 12-mile road march that they took last week. Started at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was probably about 100 degrees by the time they finished. But this is physically grueling work. And it's a good taste of what the Army's about. Now, some of you are going to be working in offices, which is where most of the soldiers that I employ work. But we send those soldiers out to the field also. We have soldiers in Afghanistan. We've had soldiers in Syria and Iraq. We've got soldiers at the combat training centers. And what I will tell you, in every line of work, whether you're kind of working in an office, and some of you may be nurses or doctors, you're going to be in a hospital. Some of you are going to be lawyers. And you're going to work in some of these buildings that surround this field. But all of you are going to have the requirement to be physically fit, to be able to get out there in every environment, every climate, and do your work. So being a soldier is very tough. And you spend about 30 days here getting really a taste of that. But it's not just about physical prowess. So I'm going to share a few things with you this morning. I'm going to stomp my foot for the three things that hopefully you'll take away and you'll carry forward in your careers. So to the parents, thank you. I'll be honest, I don't remember parents at my graduation. I assume they were there, but I'll tell you, this is a big deal. The Army is a family affair. And when I talk to soldiers, when I talk to my warrant officers, NCOs, and officers, what I talk to them about is there are multiple families in the Army. There's a family you came from. Many of you represent that. There's going to be the family, that band of brothers and sisters that these cadets, as they go into the Army, are going to build. And then some of them probably have their own families, personal families now. They're married, but you'll start to see that. And the intersection of these families is generally pretty rare. But what I will tell you is very special. And it is what most of our soldiers, our officers, when they decide to stay in, that's what it's all about. They don't stay for the pay. They don't stay for the long hours. What they stay for is the mission, and they stay for their families. And so wherever they fit in those three circles that I described, that's what's vitally important. But I want to thank you. Many of you drove. Anybody from the West Coast? Parents drove from the West Coast. Okay. How about the middle of America? Okay. Southeast, Northeast, Southwest, Northwest. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting your soldier. As I looked at your training curriculum, the marching, the marksmanship, all the things that for combat graduates they were able to take advantage of here, heavy emphasis on physical. But physical is not, as I mentioned, it's not the total picture. And your technical prowess, your technical competence, that's not the total picture either. What we really require for our soldiers is, I need you to be physically fit, I need you to be technically competent, but I also need you to be a leader with character. And that is critically important. Our 18th chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Marty Dempsey, he talks about the importance of character, and he's really stressed this. And he says you can have someone of incredible character who can't lead their way out of a forward operating base because they don't have the competence to understand the application of military power. And that doesn't do any of us any good. Conversely, you can have someone who is intensely competent, who is steeped in the skills of the profession, but doesn't live a life of character. And that doesn't do us any good either. Character is a cornerstone of what we do in the business of soldiering. And it is just as important as your physical and your technical competence. Now, I'm a career intelligence officer, and I command our cyber forces, to include our information operations component. So I'm aware that to achieve military success, sometimes we deceive our enemies. But I think back to a set of rules drilled into me during my time in the 75th Ranger Regiment. And the following is one of Rogers Ranger's rules. And he talks about telling the truth about what you see and what you do. There's an army dependent on you for correct information. You can lie all you please when you tell other folks about the Rangers, but don't never lie to a Ranger or an officer. And that's critically important. So as I thought about this ceremony, as I thought about the lessons I've learned over a pretty long career in uniform, I thought about making it pretty easy. The Army kind of goes by a rule of threes. So there's 3 squads in a platoon, there's 3 platoons in a company, 3 companies in a battalion, 3 battalions in a regiment, etc. So I'm going to share with the cadets 3 things that hopefully you'll take away from your time out on this parade field this morning. First and foremost, do the right thing. It sounds simple, but in practice it can become incredibly hard. And I need you to do the right thing ethically and morally, not just technically and tactically. This goes back to the character thing that I referenced earlier. Your soldiers will expect you to be the moral compass of your platoon or your section. Lead by example in everything you do. Live the Army values. Anyone can develop technically and tactically, but from day one, we expect officers to do the right thing and make the hard calls. You're going to get in trouble. Trust me, I was in trouble all the time. I made a lot of mistakes. And I was very fortunate that I had senior leaders who underwrote those mistakes. But what they would not underwrite were lies. So go back to Rangers Rogers, 1775, right? Don't lie. And you're going to find yourselves in sometimes pretty complex situations. Sometimes you're going to make those situations yourself. The only thing that's going to make it worse is to lie about it. So, man up, girl up, whatever it takes. But when you screw up, admit the mistake, learn from it, and don't make it again. So the first thing I want you to remember is do the right thing. The second thing I want you to remember, take care of the troops. This doesn't require a lot of experience, but it takes a lot of effort. It's all about getting to know your soldiers and their families and balancing their welfare with mission accomplishment. This isn't about being friends or buddies. It's about fostering a climate of mutual trust and respect, where shared understanding and a common sense of purpose are the norm. It's about managing risk and enforcing standards. Making soldiers wear helmets and ballistic vests isn't popular, but it's about taking care of the soldiers and making sure you lead by example by wearing your helmet and your vest. The soldiers want to know their leaders are dedicated to them and their unit, and they're willing to make sacrifices and tough decisions. Dedicate yourself to your soldiers, and your tactical and technical experience will develop over time. They will see right through you if you're a faker. So the second thing I want you to remember is take care of the troops. The third thing I want to talk to you about is this idea of moving to the sound of the guns. The 101st Airborne Division, where I was privileged to serve in my first assignment, has the motto, rendezvous with destiny, and a philosophy that leaders are best when developing simple plans which are well rehearsed and then aggressively executed. General Colin Powell said it best, great leaders are almost always great simplifiers, who can cut through argument, debate, and doubt to offer a solution everyone can understand. Leaders must be willing to move to the sound of the guns, to step up and take charge, because action is better than inaction. Okay, some of you are going to say, look, I'm going to be in the hospital, I'm going to be in the legal office, I'm going to be in the motor pool. What does that really mean? How does that translate to me? What it means is developing that sixth sense of leadership, where you know something's starting to go wrong, or it could go wrong. And getting to the left of the accident, getting to the left of the boom, getting to the left of the crisis. Be proactive. Move out. You're in charge. So act in charge. And so that means moving to the sound of the guns. And sometimes you move a little early. That's okay. You'll learn tactical patience as you develop experience. But it is much more important to take action, to move to the sound of the guns, get your eyes on, so you can make a personal assessment. There's nothing more powerful than when a young officer comes in and says, hey boss, I was just fill in the blank, but I was there at that point in time, I could actually physically see what was happening, and I can make an assessment, and I'm giving you that report. That's much more powerful than, hey look, hey boss, I heard the following. Someone told me the following. So get out of the office, get out of the motor pool, get out of your vehicle, move to the sound of the guns. That's the third thing. Okay, so the first thing, do the right thing. The second thing, take care of your troops. The third thing, move to the sound of the guns. If you can remember those three things, and again, it doesn't matter who I am, if you can remember those three things, I think you're going to be pretty successful. Not only in the Army, but in any career that you select. And that's really, really important. Because we're not just building leaders for the Army, we're building leaders. Because that's what America needs. Okay, everybody hanging in there pretty well? Okay, shake it out a little bit more. I'm going to close up here in a second. Okay, there are a couple other things that you're going to need. You have to be persistent. You're going to make mistakes. Like I told you, we're going to underwrite those mistakes. Try not to make them over and over again. But you're going to have to be persistent. In my line of work, sometimes it takes us hundreds, thousands of times to get into an adversary network. And I have teams that come in that have incredible skill and incredible dedication. And I ask them, are we in? And they tell me no. I said, okay, hit it again. And the next day I ask them, are you in? And they say no. And what do you think I tell them? Hit it again. So be persistent. You got to be resilient. You're gonna run across all kinds of challenges and issues. And you're going to have to dust yourself off. You're going to be working with peers, other lieutenants, captains, and you got to help each other out. And that's the way we get to where we need to be. Okay, you can move pretty fast by yourself, but if you move together, we can generally accomplish the mission much better. So be resilient. Help others out. And I need you to bring your A game. I need you to be critical thinkers. What soldiers want in their officers more than anything else is good judgment. Because they don't want their time wasted, they don't want their lives wasted by officers who exercise poor judgment. So be a critical thinker, exercise good judgment. Now, completing your training here at Fort Knox gets you one day closer to your goal of leading soldiers as a commissioned officer. And I hope you take the lessons you learned here and think about how you may apply it in time, which is going to pass very, very quickly. 15 years ago, another cadet stood in a similar formation to this one at Fort Lewis. And I'm sure he had the same thoughts you do. What am I going to eat when I get home? Right? I'm going to finally be able to take a shower. I'm not going to have to pull fire guard or security. 3 years later, that same lieutenant found himself on a combat outpost in eastern Afghanistan. This company commander was away for a meeting one night, and when he woke up in the morning of 3 October 2009, this is what he faced. This is an excerpt from his citation for the Distinguished Service Cross. That's our second highest award for valor. He was at Combat Outpost Keating, and he came under a complex and sizable enemy attack, which breached the outpost perimeter. Understanding the extreme necessity for external communications to coordinate air support and medical evacuation, First Lieutenant Andrew Bunderman worked with 2 of the soldiers to set up the only remaining communications platform. Once communication was reestablished, he immediately coordinated with the Tactical Operations Center for indirect fire support. As the supporting artillery was at maximum range and couldn't adequately engage the targets, First Lieutenant Bunderman directed the mortar team on Camp Keating to begin engaging targets at the combat outpost. As the battle waged on, it became clear to him that the enemy was engaging the combat outpost from a nearby village, and he captured the Afghan National Police station. First Lieutenant Bunderman effectively directed his troops, the indirect fire assets, and air support on the village, neutralizing a key enemy position. Realizing the soldiers were distributed in extended outer positions, and the enemy had control of several positions in the combat outpost, he reallocated his soldiers. He made a tactical decision to focus the attack on enemy forces within the perimeter, and having redirected his forces, he led a bold counterattack, which cleared the enemy from several critical positions, and ultimately led to the successful defense of Camp Keating. First Lieutenant Andrew Bunderman, University of Minnesota, ROTC class of 2007, was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. His platoon, for actions that day, has been awarded 2 Medals of Honor, 1 additional Distinguished Service Cross, 9 soldiers received the Silver Star, 21 soldiers received the Bronze Star, 18 for Valor, and 27 of the soldiers that day received Purple Hearts. Lieutenant Bunderman remembered his training and knew that even when the odds were overwhelming, his job was to move to the sound of the guns, which ultimately led to his soldier survival and triumph in a harrowing situation. Okay, so there are some future Lieutenant Bundermans that are on this field today in front of me, and hopefully you won't face the situation that he faced. But I can't guarantee this. The Army is deployed globally. It's a very dangerous and uncertain time around the world. And one of the guarantees of peace and security around the world are the young men and women that are wearing the uniform that you're wearing. And some of you in a few weeks, some of you in about a year, you're going to join their ranks. And they're going to expect you to do 3 things. Do the right thing, take care of them, and move to the sound of the guns. So congratulations on this significant accomplishment. Congratulations as you return home to that family, as you leave the family that you built over the last month here, and best wishes as you join the family, that band of brothers, that band of sisters that is the United States Army. So best wishes to each and every single one of you. Take care. I do have a coin for the cadet who recited the cadet grade, so if he can double time up here quickly. That was very well done. Thank you. Okay. Good luck. So I've got confidence that as every one of you meets your rendezvous destiny, you're going to succeed wildly beyond your expectations. So congratulations once again, Army Strong.
At this time, the Cadet Regiment will perform the ceremonial pass in review. Please remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass. Now, passing the viewing stand is Bravo Company led by Cadet Riley Lieber from Clarkson University. Now, passing the viewing stand is the color guard led by Kyle Harris Tidell. Now, passing the viewing stand is Charlie Company of Matthews from Northeastern University. Now passing the viewing stand is Delta Company led by Cadet Isaac Kimball from the University of West Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
This concludes the ceremony. Leadership excellence, sir.
Take the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 6th Regiment Cadet Summer Training 2019 graduation ceremony. As a reminder, this ceremony can be viewed at youtube.com/.